Xiaomi has just introduced its new foldables that are set to compete against the Galaxy Z Fold 6 and Galaxy Z Flip 6 that Samsung recently unveiled. It is notable that this presentation is so close to Samsung's presentation, making it very clear that they want to compete directly. So let me tell you all about the Xiaomi 1009 Fold4 and the new Xiaomi 1009 Flip. This new foldable from Xiaomi has an ultra-lightweight design, weighing in at just 226 g, meaning it can compete in terms of weight with high-end devices in the traditional non-foldable format. Additionally, it has a thickness of 9.47 millimeters, so it is also considerably thin. Its external screen is 6.57 inches, protected with Xiaomi Shield glass. It has a peak brightness of 3000 nits, a 1 to 120 Hz variable refresh rate. It is an AMOLED panel. The internal screen is 7.98 inches with the same technology, the same peak brightness, and a variable refresh rate from 1 to 120 Hz. Xiaomi has introduced a new hinge, which they claim has high precision and durability, incorporating steel and carbon fiber. It will incorporate stereo sound, and it is said that Xiaomi has greatly improved the durability of this device, which is something that concerns users of foldable phones. And now, for the first time, it also integrates the IPX level of water resistance. It also includes the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor with a vapor chamber for cooling. And pay close attention to its battery, because generally the battery in foldables is very small, but in this case, it is 5,100 mAh, compatible with 67-watt fast charging through a cable and 50 watts through a wireless charger. In fact, it also has 4 Xiaomi chips called Surge, which are focused on managing energy and other things very well. And pay close attention to the photographic section because it integrates very good capabilities. To start, we will find a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera, also the main 50-megapixel camera, then a 50-megapixel telephoto camera with 3x zoom, then a 50-megapixel periscope camera with 5x zoom, and additionally, the telephoto camera also has macro focus capabilities. So, I think this photographic system offers a lot of versatility. This is something that is generally not seen in foldables, so we might be looking at the best foldable currently available. Remember that Xiaomi is collaborating with Leica, so it also includes all of Leica's color processing, different integrated styles, and it also has an attractive group photography feature. Available in 12 or 16 gigabytes of RAM and 256 or 512 gigabytes or 1 terabyte of storage. The price of the most basic version of the Xiaomi 1009 Fold4 is 8,999 yuan, but remember that prices here are not the same as over there. In China, almost everything is always cheaper. If it gets a global release, the price will surely increase significantly. Now let me tell you all about the new Xiaomi 1009 Flip. This is a vertically foldable phone that has an external screen of 4.1 inches. The internal screen is 6.86 inches and has a thickness of 15.99 millimeters when folded. Its processor is the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, integrating versions with 12 or 16 gigabytes of RAM and up to 1 terabyte of storage. Its battery is also quite large, considering we are talking about a vertical foldable, so it reaches a capacity of 4,780 mAh, compatible with 67-watt charging. However, it seems that it will not include wireless charging. Regarding the camera system, it has a very similar approach to what we see with the Motorola Razr 40 Ultra. It integrates a main camera and a telephoto camera, dropping the ultra-wide camera, which is a decision some people do not like. Although we would need to specifically check the focal length of the main camera, because it might be that the main camera is a bit wider than usual, and that could somehow solve this issue. The main camera has a 50-megapixel sensor with f/1.7 aperture and optical stabilization, while the telephoto camera has 2x optical zoom. It also has a 50-megapixel sensor and f-aperture, and the good news is that this telephoto camera also has macro capabilities, so we are also looking at a good photographic system. The front camera is 32 megapixels with an f/2.4 aperture, and I had forgotten to mention that the internal screen is 6.86 inches with a 1.5K resolution. a refresh rate that goes up to 120 Hz, while the external screen also reaches 120 Hz. It is also an AMOLED panel with a 1.5K resolution. This external screen can evidently be used for practically any application, although for now the applications that are well optimized are the Chinese applications. We will have to wait and see if Xiaomi decides to make a global launch so we can see how popular global applications adapt, because sometimes that is the difficulty with Chinese manufacturers, who do not manage to optimize global applications very well for this type of external screens. So it looks very interesting. Additionally, it has a side fingerprint reader, IPX water resistance, stereo sound, and is also protected with the new Xiaomi Shield glass. So it is practically everything we could ask for in a foldable of this format. We would love, of course, an ultra-wide camera as well to have the 3 basic cameras, but there isn't enough space, so it's understandable. Its launch price in China has been 5,999 yuan. We would definitely love for Xiaomi to launch this device globally, but we have to wait. Xiaomi also introduced the new Buds 5. We are